Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome, everybody, to Swahili Nation, One Africa. Today, it's another beautiful day God has given us, man. And I'm just here today. I'm going to have an amazing conversation with one of our brothers, Yusuf, all the way from Mali. Guys, if you don't know Yusuf, man, we've been having conversations with Yusuf for a long time. And he has been coming here regularly to update us about the situation in Mali, because we have to do that, man. If we want to know something about a specific country, particular country out there, the best thing is to talk to the local people who are coming from those places, to let us know and to inform us what's really going on the ground. You all know in Mali, so many things have been happening, and I'm proud of that country, man. I'm so damn proud of that country. With everything, all the news that we see, everything that we hear, everybody, as an African, you gotta be proud, man, because they're showing us an example. They're showing us an example. They're showing us how should we deal with this stuff and how should we do it. For a long time, we've been believing that this is impossible. It's impossible to keep friends out of Africa. It's impossible to deal with them. It's this and this. But Mali, they're telling us what Mali are doing, are telling us that it is possible. And here, Swahili Nation, from the very beginning, man, we've been standing with Mali. You guys know it from the very start. From the very start, we've been right here. And I want to say this, that we have been the very first people to stand with Mali from the very start when these things started to happen. I'm not here to brag about that, but I'm here to have a conversation with my brother Yusuf. And I appreciate you guys who are joining here right now. Let me just ask you guys to copy this link, share with somebody, because we're going to have authentic news from a local Malian person. Let us know everything, the entire situation. It has been a while. We haven't heard these updates, but today he will tell us everything from A to Z, what's going on and what is happening. But before I put him in right now, guys, this is what you can do, all right? I don't want to welcome him here while we still, don't have people. You can come here and get updates, you know what I'm saying? And this is not just about Mali. Yes, that's what I wrote on the title, but this is very important for Africa. What happens in Mali happens in Tanzania, you know what I'm saying? It happens in Ethiopia, it happens in Somalia, you know what I'm saying? And if your neighbor is not at peace, you cannot be at peace. And we are building one Africa, and we are standing with our brothers and sisters across the continent of Africa, you know what I'm saying? So this is very crucial for our oneness, that when your brother is going through some difficult, you need to be there and to stand with him or to stand there with her. So I'm trying to text here in the group, WhatsApp group that I have. All right, you guys can go ahead and share as well. But let me raise a little bit quicker word of prayer, and then we're going to begin. God, I thank you for today. I thank you for a beautiful, beautiful day, another day that we get to talk about the countries we love, the continent we love, the people we love. Thank you for your presence. And today, as we discuss about this beautiful country of Mali, give us wisdom, give us understanding. Most importantly, help us through this conversation, God. We can reach to as many people as possible. They can get to learn, they can get to understand, they can get to grow, they can be motivated. We can be motivated to bring about change to this beautiful continent. I give you praise. In Jesus' name I pray. All right, guys. Are you guys out there? Are you guys good? Let me know how you guys doing before I bring my brother right here. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? All right. I have my brother here on the line as already. Let me put him in. Hey, my brother. What's up, Yusuf? How are you, man?
Hey, everybody. How you guys doing? It's a blessing to be among you guys.
Man, it has been a minute. It has been a minute, Yusuf. And this is just me and you, because I know you have been here a couple of times and you've been talking to Ezra, His Excellency Ezra. But me and you, man, has been a minute. How are you doing?
Man, I'm very good. Last I heard, you were in Ethiopia. I saw the pictures, man. It looks wonderful.
Oh, that was quite a time. Yeah, it was amazing, man. I had a mission trip there to do what we do here. And, Mali is on the list. I hope, one day I will go to Mali there as well to witness what is happening there. It's beautiful what is happening down there.
For sure. Kemi Seba was just in Mali the other day, and he visited the president.
Wow. Man, that's huge, man. I wish I had that access, I'm just sitting with His Excellency, having conversation a little bit. That how do you do this? How do you kick friends out of your country? It's an amazing. We're gonna get into that, but I love just, because so many things have been happening, and it's crazy and it's beautiful at the same time to see what is happening in Mali. And I just thought that we should come back and just give a little bit of updates of what really is happening up to this point. So if there's anything that you want to start with right now, the situation, and for all this couple time that we haven't been here, just to give us a little bit of a recap of what's going on in Mali, I think it will be amazing.
Sounds good. Let me just give you. So unfortunately, I'm at work, so I won't be able to stay for very long. But we can definitely have a conversation another time, for sure. So right now,
Thanks.
what is going on in Mali? There is, you guys all know, there are these sanctions on Mali. Two sanctions, right? You have the economic sanction, and you have the sanctions also with ECOWAS. So Mali was in the process of suing these two institutions because the sanctions that were put on Mali were illegal from the perspective of the current government in Mali. That is to say that, for example, you have the monetary union, right, in West Africa that Mali is part of, that participated in the sanction. That is not in the bylaws of that institution. It clearly says that no political power can impose, can make this institution bring sanctions on another country. So they participated in that, which was a violation. On top of that, Mali is landlocked. So any country that is landlocked for the longest time, since like 1900s, a law was passed like globally to say that any country that is landlocked should always have equal access to the to water, right, to a port. So the countries next to Mali all closed most of them closed their borders, and we don't have access to that anymore. So they are in clear violation of that treaty. So Mali actually took the matter to court, and the economic union that I'm talking about, they decided that ECOWAS should have a temporary relief of those sanctions because our funds are frozen. We don't have access to our own money in the banks and stuff like that. So it was said that they should relieve those, but they didn't, right? So they met early this year with Alassane Dramane Ouattara and all those other presidents. Actually, Assimi Goïta was invited to that meeting, but he didn't join. So during that meeting, we all expected that at least the economic sanctions will be relieved, but they did not. And that is also another violation. So Mali released a statement not a while ago about the fact that, the ECOWAS is just clearly in violation of the law. And I think that speaks very volume about the incompetence of the laws in Africa. And I believe that the president right there are basically the ultimate power, and we should have a system that the law is above the president. So in terms of how the government is going, they have initially requested 5 years, right, for the term. They decided that 5 years was the time that it was going to take them to make the change necessary for Mali. But Jonathan, Goodman, the mediator for ECOWAS and Mali, they didn't agree, right? They didn't agree, and because of that, Mali decided to bring down to 3 years and then 2 years, and they're still not agreeing. So Mali also released a statement a couple of months ago saying that 2 years was the minimum they will go, and if they want to have less than that, they will not take it, right? So that was a firm offer that the Malian government decided to do. In terms of partnerships with France, Mali has 2 weeks ago, I believe, decided to break all legal ties with France. Correct. So they put out a statement saying that they they objected the military presence of France on the ground, and that the which is the military forces, right, the coalition that they had, Takuba, with all the other European countries, Mali also decided to revoke that with immediate effect. So the foreign minister of Mali made a very good and poignant interview right after that press release, saying that there is no, and I quote his words, right, there is no legal ties with Mali and France in terms of any military cooperation. Because you have to know there was a military base in northern Mali that was occupied
Oh
by
yeah.
French troop, right? So that was, so it's northern Mali, close to Niger. France was occupying that for a while, and Mali decided to have that back to their military generals and soldiers, right? So right after that, the next day that France left the military base, they had a drone flying over the military base with 6 or 8 people who were dead, and they were basically recording the military. Uh, um, so I have to let me just go back to this story because it's very very important, right? It's two-sided story.
Exactly.
So after France left the military base, let me give you the story from the standpoint of Mali and then from the standpoint of France, and that, like, there is a big miscommunication and misunderstanding about that thing. So from the perspective of Malian authorities, when when France left the base, there was an attack right after. They were receiving fires on the northern side of the base, and they decided to go and fight also. And it's during that fight that they discovered how you say it? They were like dead people, right? Multiple dead people on the buried, half buried, and they were recording it. So there was military Malians and Russians, right, recording those scenes because they say the state of the dead people who were there was just too old for them to be doing that. I don't know if that makes sense, right? I'm trying to put it in a very good words. So while they were recording it, there was a French drone filming them, right? And then France also released the video of those soldiers recording those bodies and putting it on France 24 and all the European TV station, saying that
How many
these
bodies were there?
there was like 6. So they
Dang.
released a statement. France released a statement saying that it's the Russian army who killed those people and buried them and was recording the video in attempt to blame France for it, right? And then Mali said that it couldn't be true because the state of those people who were dead was too old. Was like at least a week, at least a week to 5 days, right? And so that was like they were going back and forth. Mali said, "Well, it's not us. We didn't point fingers, but it's definitely not us." And France is saying that it's definitely Russians because from the drone we see white soldiers. So a lot of people don't know what to think right now in Mali. I made a survey asking people. The majority of them, 80% from my survey, believe that France is lying, but we still have 20% who are saying that the Malian government is probably at fault and the Russian did this thing. So it's after this intervention that Mali also said that since they have taken power, there was 50 violation of the airfield of Mali. So Mali basically said that, hey, you guys made this sanction on us, so our planes cannot go in these countries. So your planes can also not come in our country without proper permission. So every time France has been breaking those uh, uh, um, France has been breaking that. So when they fly into Mali and our agents ask them to identify themselves, they turn off the radio, they turn off the identification, and they just land random parts of Mali. They have been doing that 50 times that Mali counted. So that was also another reason that Mali decided to break all the legal treaties that they had with France. So in a nutshell, that's basically what is going on. We have, if you guys didn't know, Mali is the third producer of gold in Africa. Mali
Mm.
this year, with all the thing that was happening, we are number one cotton producer in Africa as of this year. So a lot of the cotton was going through the
Regardless of
port,
what has been happening, brother.
regardless,
That's incredible.
yeah. So the a lot of the back to, so I said the economics, now the sanctions, now back to the trades, right? In terms of trade,
Yeah.
Mali trades with Senegal the most. Like it's
Mm.
extremely high how much money comes in from Senegal, because Senegal is the port that we use the most to get all of our goods. 70% of all
Mm.
the cement to do constructions come from Senegal. 70% of all the products derived from petrol and oil comes from Senegal.
Mm.
All our equipment comes in the ports of Senegal. So we are, I mean, it's, to be fair, we are losing a lot with these sanctions, right? Because we are no longer receiving these goods. Cement is getting more expensive.
Yeah.
Gas is getting more expensive. You have gas stations in Mali right now who are on strike due to the lack of trades with Senegal. But Senegalese transporters, Senegalese companies, Senegalese businessmen are also suffering, and there are so many reports and documentaries of with for those guys pleading Macky Sall to relieve those sanctions because they
Mm.
are also suffering. I really don't have the numbers in my head right now, but the deficit,
Yeah.
the trade that happened between Mali and Senegal is huge. Half of everything that comes in the ports of Senegal goes to Mali, 50%. So to say that
Mm.
it's a lot. So now Mali has, because we have so much cotton right now, and so I'm all for transforming. Like we are taking raw cotton and exporting it, which I'm not a big fan of. But right now, liquidity is a big problem, and we need money. So now Mali is developing. Am I talking too fast? I'm I'm just trying to rush
No,
and tell you all the facts. So Mali is
you're good,
developing
man.
routes. Mali is
Mm.
developing routes to export the cotton out of the
Mm.
ports of Guinea and Mauritania. They had done like 130 trucks like 3 months ago from the port of Mauritania, and now
Mm.
recently, they just like 2 days ago, there were like more trucks going out of the towards the port of Guinea with military support and military transportation, just to make sure that nothing happens to the material. I think it's great. I think it's a very good thing that this is happening. Like it's true that I'm being very honest here. It's very true that
Mm.
people, the Malians, the livelihood of people there is going to be hard. That was expected, but we know that this kind of fights, right? You have to go out all the way at the bottom in order to free yourself. So that is expected, but a lot of the Malian people are willing to take that fight. And Guinea is closer to Mali, but we
Mm.
trade more with Senegal, which is further. So we spend more gas on our trucks trying to make this partnership work with Senegal. It's a good thing right now that we are diversifying our partners, our trade partners, right? Mauritania is close. We never exploited that route. Algeria is there, never exploited the route. Guinea is there. The route is very bad, right? So now this might be a good time to probably think about having railroads, right? Railroad transportation between Mali, Guinea, Mali, Mauritania, and all those other
Mm.
countries, to be honest. But it's hard. It's hard on all those countries. Everybody is suffering. I just had a meeting last Sunday with a billionaire, a very good entrepreneur in Mali. He was saying that, well, for him, he's from Niger. For him to travel to Niger and all the other West African countries, he has to go to Mauritania. He has to go to Algeria, all the way back. So a flight that was supposed to take three hours will take 17
Mm.
hours and 18 hours. So everybody is suffering. Everybody's suffering. Everybody's bracing for a better time. But that is basically, in a nutshell, what is happening in Mali.
Yeah. You know, that's what, brother, I was thinking about. Thank you so much for an amazing recap, by the way. That was just perfect. And that what I've been, wondering about. The First of all, let's begin with the sanction that were imposed by ECOWAS, because that's what really annoyed me from the start, and we had this conversation before. Those sanctions, um are they gonna take them away or still gonna be there? And the follow-up question to that is, how is the situation of people? Because this has gone for a long time right now, for a while. And what ECOWAS is doing when it comes to those sanctions? Are they willing? Because right now, I say the number of years has been reduced all the way to 2. It was 5 back then when we were having this conversation. Now it's 2. What about the sanction from ECOWAS? Did they lift up a little bit of the sanctions?
No, they haven't. They haven't released anything. They haven't. None of the sanctions were, relieved or stuff like that. Like zero. I was very happy because after Mali take it to court, I even texted Ezra. I was like, "Yo, brother, Mali won in court. The sanctions are being relieved, and they are meeting December 17th or something, like January something. It was they met. Not long ago, not in January, but they met not long ago, and basically that was 2 days after the court decided to temporarily relieve the sanctions, and they have not done it. So as of right now, I really believe that the sanctions will probably not be relieved for a while. Because you have to know that honestly, this was expected since the first coup. I said that. I remember vividly talking to my dad and be like, "Yo, these politicians will have the harshest sanctions because they will fear that something like that might happen to them, right?" And so that's basically what happened. And they are trying to be extremely tough on Mali, to take Mali as an example so that it doesn't happen again. And France is also taking that as a big example, because you have Macron in a press conference. They asked him about Mali, and I didn't even mention that Mali revoked the transmitting license of RFI, which is a Radio France Internationale, the French international radio broadcasting, and France 24. They permanently revoked their license to broadcast from Mali. So as of right now, their network, either websites or radio stations, TV stations, none of them work in Mali. After that, they asked Macron, what do you think about that? He said, well, it's deplorable that Mali is taking these sanctions, and I'm going to call the president, Nana, the president of Ghana, right? Nana, to bring more, to respond harshly on Mali about that. And that was a blunter, right? Because you have a French president literally saying that he will call an African organization to bring sanctions on an African country, right? You just have to see the hypocrisy here, because if we talk about
also at the same time, you see the power that this president, he thinks that he has power over. He has power that he just call African governments and put sanction on Mali.
That's exactly it. And even when when they were deciding how many troops the African Union, right, the ONU, UN was going to send to Mali, the president, the minister of foreign affairs of France was participating in that meeting, and he was saying, no, this is too much troops, this is stuff like that, so there is a lot of meddling that has been happening in terms of with France and ECOWAS and all the other African organizations.
So one of the things, Yusuf, that really I think disappointed some of Africans is, we saw Mali fighting against France, but at the same time we saw Mali partnering with Russia. So a lot of people, they were questioning this and be like, you know what, this is just another France. You cannot get rid of one, colonizer and trying to bring in another one. They all have the same agenda. And at that time, the war didn't start. Now we have war. That means they're not going to be that support from Russia, because they have a lot of sanction, more than any other countries in the world right now. But I want to hear from you. How did that relationship between Mali and Russia, is it there still going on?
It is going on. It is still going on. I totally agree. I believe that we shouldn't, quote unquote, leave one master for another. We should be smart about the way we start having these these deals, right?
Yeah.
Because it's super bad that you have these, the treaties don't always benefit Mali. So we should take that as an
Yeah.
example. But look, Mali has had partnership with Russia ever
Yeah.
since independence. Most of our military troops are trained in with Russian and stuff like that. The military equipment that we have, a lot of them comes from Russia. So it's nothing new. You have this thing called, they have the how they say it, mercenaries or legionnaires and stuff like that. However you want to call it, you have mercenaries right now. American
Yeah.
mercenaries fighting in Ukraine. You have French mercenaries, how they call it, the legionnaires in France
Yeah.
fighting in Ukraine. So I honestly have no problem with it. If it's about, hey, we're buying this equipment, come here, teach us how these equipments work, and get out. I don't want any no long-term partnership with another foreign countries if it's not an African
Yeah.
country. To be honest, why we are not creating these tools ourselves to defend ourselves? Why we always have to go and abroad to have that? But the circumstances are different. So that's what I tell everybody. The circumstances are extremely different. Mali right now is at war. Just from this year, there have been more than 600 people who have been killed. I took the statistic, and I calculated every person who have died from 2012 till now. It's 13,000 people. 13,000 civilians lost their lives in Mali in the past 10 years. So the situation is extremely critical. Just 2 months ago, in a span of a week, 130 some people were killed by Islamic State. So it's extremely critical and vital that we wage this war. So I have people saying, "Yo, don't deal with Russia. Use your own tools. Use your equipment." The situation is different. It's extremely different, and that's why I want everybody to realize, not only we are fighting an internal war for the longest time, in terms of like rebellion and civil, like we have like three terrorist groups right now operating in Mali. They are committing, like they are attacking the civilians on a daily basis. So we are waging that war, and we are also fighting to free ourselves in the juke of France. So military Russian power, military, they just got like 9 planes, right? Helicopters to do, because in Mali is very big. It's the size of, twice as big as France, and the size of Texas. So it's super huge. So you have this military, these terrorist groups in northern Mali. They can hide anywhere. So you need aerial support. With the cooperation with Russia right now, we have had a lot of equipment. You can just go on the websites or the Facebook page or the Twitter page of the Malian armed force, the military, they always post it. Every time they get a new one, they always post it. Just not even 2 months ago, we got 2 more, with France. France was we couldn't buy any military equipment while we had that partnership with France. I want everybody to know that as well. We couldn't buy no military equipment with no country. We couldn't fly on parts of our territory. They barred the Malian military to fly over all the northern parts of Mali, right? So now, instead of us asking permission to fly over those zones, Malian government decided to have them ask for the permission.
Now, you know what that reminds me? It reminds me of a relationship between a mom and a little kid. Your mama will never allow you to have a knife in your hand when you're a little kid, because she's scared that you might cut yourself. So in this case, the relationship that African countries are having with friends is a really healthy relationship, because it's more of a, what, I'm your king, I'm your boss, you cannot have military equipment. It's just like that. It is no different with a mom, wanting her child not to have a knife or not to play with the matches, because something dangerous is going to happen. So basically, like
the difference is that the mom loves you. She wants for your own benefit, you know. But in this case, we don't have a loving mom.
Thank you, thank you, my brother. Wow. In this case, we have abusive mom.
We have a witch, you know. We have a very mean mom.
Scared that if you have it, maybe you might do some bad to him.
Yeah,
but
no,
man,
for sure.
I think Yusuf, we really have to take a moment, Africa, to really acknowledge and to appreciate the fight and the struggle that Mali has done for all these past years. And you say more than 13,000 people have died in the past 10 years.
Yes.
This is the sacrifice that just ordinary people made to be where they are today. Yes, we are not there where we want to be, but there are people who died. A lot of them, thousands and thousands of people died, gave their lives away so that Mali could be free. And today we are talking about Mali. To me that there are other African countries that don't support that. Probably that is the moment for all African countries to actually stand with Mali, stand behind Mali, and to be like, yes, this is what we need. And we need this in other African countries to kick these people away, all right? Because this relationship, we're in a toxic relationship. It doesn't help us. It doesn't support us, but it's draining our energy and taking everything away from us. But we don't do that. We put sanction on each other.
Yeah.
And not only that, but we have other people, other places that, you know, Mali, they're not working with them. It's okay. We can do it. We can work with them. Man, like, this is what we are missing in Africa. We are missing a unity. We're missing that one word that us as Africans, we can stand and be like, you know, Mali is saying no to friends. The entire Africa should say no to friends.
Yeah. You're kind of disconnecting. I don't know if it's me or it's your network.
Because I think, you know.
Yeah, I can hear you
today. I'm receiving a call and yeah. So it's like what in Africa, and that's why I was trying to put all this quote here. Julius Nyerere said this, that without unity, there's no future for Africa. I'm telling you, what Mali is doing is fighting for its future. It's fighting for the kids, for the children of Mali, that there will be a new system, the system that is free from this French colonialism, and even the new one. That's what Mali is fighting for that. And Africa, the best thing Africa can do, all these African countries that have this relationship, is to review their relationship.
To break it.
Are these relationships benefit our people? Are these relationships benefit our country? If it doesn't do that, it's the time to stand with Mali, because if Mali has done it, any other country can do it in Africa. And stand together in that unity, in that solidarity, and fighting for the future of Africa. Because, men, let me say this again. Mali, what you guys are doing, I really respect. And I'm so proud to call you my brother as a Malian. And I'm so proud that Mali is in Africa, because you guys are changing the system. Yes. The system, the French system that has been there for a long time now is not there. Yes, the consequences are going to be there. The fight has just begun. These guys, they're not just going to walk and be like this. I know things might get pretty tough.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. But there are a lot of people who have died, and a lot of people who even right now, as we were saying, they're dying to fight for this old system and to get rid of all the consequences. Because these guys are living, but the consequences are gonna still killing people in Mali, and that's
for sure.
That's bad. That's bad.
It is bad. It is bad. I can talk all day about unity in Africa and the things that goes on. You know, I really don't like the fact that we had to call friends to come help us fight in 2012 when the coup happened and all these problems started. Why couldn't we have, I don't know, why couldn't we have countries close to us? Algeria is a very good military power. They refuse to, they have a law that says they can't join any fights, but that's fine. But what about Guinea? What about Tanzania? What about Kenya? What about Senegal? What about Mauritania? You know, why do we have to have Europeans on our land to fight for us? It makes no sense in my head. Like, why don't we have that unity? What is the African Union? You know,
it doesn't make sense, brother.
It doesn't make sense. So another thing that I wanted to add real quick is that we have in Mali, right? the deficit in our budget is 600 billion francs CFA, which is 600 billion is it's like um, it's like 1 billion and 400 million US dollars, right? So that difference is means that we don't produce enough to pay the bills and to keep the lights on. We have to beg every year for 600 billion. So right now all these funds are blocked, okay? All those money coming in are no longer coming in. So it's true that that's money that was supposed to go to development programs, quote unquote, to pay for schools, to pay for electricity and stuff like that. Now that that money is no longer coming in, we are sitting down like, okay, now how do we get money? Now we should transform. This is the time to start transforming. This is the time to start creating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't always depend on those people, because you are only if someone who pays you money to eat. If that person says you can't eat chicken today, best believe you won't eat chicken, you know, because it's his money. Now that if they stop giving us that money, we will find ways to create. Or let's be, Mali is a poor country, you know, so like let's be at the image of how much money we have, you know, but it has so much potential. To tell you, third producer of gold, the gold that is exploited in Mali, we sell it at $200 an ounce. Okay, the real price of that gold is 2,000 right now with the war in Ukraine and stuff like that. So 2,000, we could have multiplied our revenue by 10 just by transforming the gold that we get. It's billions of dollars that we get, but imagine we don't transform it. So we just take it raw. They go and transform it in their facilities, and they get all the margin. Just an example, you know. I believe it's time for us to start doing those. It's Canadian companies exploiting the gold. It's British companies exploiting the petroleum. It's Chinese companies exploiting the lithium. It's French companies exploiting the gold, the uranium. You know, we get less than 3% of the uranium exploitation in Mali. The land in Mali, 90%, I kid you not, 90% of all the land in Mali has oil underneath. 90%. It's huge, but and 90% also is exploited by foreign companies, you know. So it makes no sense in my head, but this is a time for us to start fighting. I say this a lot, you know. Mali, when independence started, Mali was the second country, because we have Guinea that did it first, but Mali was very fierce when they kicked out France in January 20th, 1960. They kicked them out like they are, you know, we didn't want them. France has military bases in a lot of those African countries: Senegal, Guinea, Ivory Coast, Niger. I think they have it in Burkina. But Mali, France never ever had a permanent military base in Mali. You know, so this was a time for them to say, "Oh, now we will have that military base." But see, the resilience of the hearts that we have, right? We don't allow people to treat us like we are nothing. You know, that is something inside of every Malian. It's like we can't take. We rather be broke and poor than be under some type of annexation. I don't know if that makes sense, right? Since the Malian Empire, that was something that was taught all the way down, and now we rather do that fight, right? Kick you out if you don't do what we want, and us struggling and figuring out the ways to deal with our problems.
Yeah. You know, brother, you said something that is very, 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 very important, and I want you to stop there for a moment, everybody, to think about it, because this what you said is very important. You said this, that you guys have something right now, and you have sanction right now, and as, like, for example, you cannot receive any loan or any aid, and this, as Africa, it's not the time for us to be freaking out that, oh, we don't receive aid, we don't receive like loans anymore. You said something very important, that is the time for Mali to figure out other ways to create and to make those money. I think for so long, Africa, our countries, We don't think about that because we always have money given to us. And we think that there's someone out there that is here to help us, to support us, and they're giving money here. Okay, World Bank, you need money. This one, IMF, you need money. This money, we're giving it to you. Sometimes with the high interest, sometimes there's no, whatever it is, but because you receive money, so you don't think for yourself what to do. It's kind of like a child. If you have a dad who always give you money, whatever you need, I need $1,000, it's here. I need $2,000, it's here. For $5,000, here. Do you think that kid is going to work? No. He knows that my dad got me. Whatever money I need, I get it. Why are we working? We're working so that we may create a money or something for a living. And so if you have a money, do you think you're going to go out there to work? Unless if you want to make a difference, like what we're doing in here. But most of people, they work for money to take care of their families, take care of all those stuff. So if you have somebody giving you money, what should you work for? Are you even going to think about initiating your own business? And that's where, oh my goodness, why this is happening. This where we are right now, Africans, that a lot of countries in Africa, a lot of leaderships, they don't think about that, even if it's not to that extent, because we all have support. We always have loan. And again, I'm saying support because it's not really support, right? So even when you look at the budget of the countries in Africa, you always see that this is the amount of money that comes from within, and this is the money that comes from outside loans. So we have countries that have so much debt in IMF, in the World Bank. You go all the way to China. They are literally owning Africa, right? So we have all this debt and we don't think for ourselves. So when situation like this happen of sanction, it actually create, it kind of like motivate us that, hey, you know what? You cannot rely on somebody else. You cannot rely on your enemy. You have to rely on your resources. You have to rely on your power. You have to rely on what you have in your country. Make sure that you hold that tight, because anytime soon, whether today or tomorrow, that somebody is going to run away and is not going to want to help you anymore. And what if I rely on you? What if I depend on you? What if everything about me, it depends on you? What if you stop that help? What am I gonna do if you walk away and you can no longer help me? You can no longer support me. So this is the time to figure out those ways, and not only for Mali, but the rest of Africa should take that as an example. Why we have countries that have been sanctioned. We have Zimbabwe. We have Eritrea for so long time. We have Mali. All these countries have been sanctioned. But how can we get out of this stuff? Because I'm telling you, you look at Russia right now, how many sanctions has been in that country? And ridiculously, they're still living. Ridiculously. But that I want to believe that's because of system that they created for themselves within. But even if today you walk away with everything that you got, we are still going to survive because we have things generated from our country. We can actually run our economy. But most of our countries, we do not run our economy. All the money comes from outside. How are you going to run your? That's why we always just say yes, yes, yes. We cannot even oppose something because we want to please them. We please them because we want their money. If they're not happy, we don't get money. We're not developed. We're not doing anything, and we want their money. Man, you say something very important, and I just wanted to emphasize that. I think you open up my eyes in a different perspective. That if you're not going through sanctions, you will not know this. But when you're going through that, and you know that innocent people are facing consequences of something that they don't even know, maybe they're not even part of. But people are dying. People, they don't have food. People, they don't go to school anymore. All this stuff happened. Then you realize that, man, as a leader, man, I'm telling you, as a leader, I can talk to leaders right now. Just if you're a leader of a country, just sit there and look at your country, man. That country where it is, maybe it's because of the system that for so long we have been depending on them. We cannot control our own narratives if our economy is being controlled by them. It cannot, it's impossible. How are you going to control your narratives? How are you going to control your country? How are you even leading your country if you don't have economy? Our economy is literally just hauled by them. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. It's dangerous for Africa. It's dangerous for our countries, because anytime they can pull the plug out, and then you know what? Where are we going to be? Hey, economy is going to be all the way down there because we so much depend on them. And this Africa has to change, man. We have to do better. This generation has to do better. And I'm glad that we're having this conversation. And we can take Mali as an example, man, to walk away from friends no matter what. You know, that is a war. And not just like the war, the normal, but it's economy war. Because I don't know how much Mali has been depending on friends. I don't know. But walking away from that, it means, you know what? We are going to do whatever it takes. We're giving away everything. We're going to go through all the consequences. If it is this, if it is economy dropping down, no, but we're going to build our own economy. And that is what Africa should focus on. And I don't see that happening if we're not united. I don't see that happening if we're not one, if we do not support one another. Yusuf, you say something that, you know, you really regret, like back in the days when you asked for help from friends, why African countries didn't come and help, why this country didn't come. That was a really good question. That was a really good question, because, man, it's impossible to be like economically independent if we are not united. There's no future for Africa if we're not united. There's no future for Africa if Mali is saying no to friends. And another country next there is, oh, it's okay, we can just do this. There's no future. Because, okay, just imagine if Mali is saying no to friends, and then there's other countries out there that, oh, you know what, just come. Do you think Mali and that country will be united? No, because Mali's enemies, friends, and that friends is having other relationship with this country. There's no unity. It's just divided. The house is divided in all ways. In our relationships with the foreign powers, it's just divided everywhere. We don't have a single say. We don't have a vision for Africa. We just have a vision for our countries. We don't have a vision for one Africa, for a united Africa, for a strong Africa. We don't have that vision. And that's why we do whatever the heck we want to do for our countries. And where we get, and this is where we are. And even me, I'm saying this, man. Even that unity we had, man, I'm telling, even this relationship that is going on between Mali and Russia is because there's a lack of unity. So I would rather go to another out there relationship that is with me. There's no way. I mean, if ECOWAS are putting sanction on Mali, who am I gonna go to ask for support? Who? Even my own African countries are putting sanction on me. Man, dang, like even I'm telling, even European Union, whatever US, they're looking at us and they're like, oh my goodness, these people, they're laughing at us day and night because we're putting sanction on each other. They're laughing at us. It's like, man, this is they're gonna take advantage of Africa until Jesus comes back one day. If we don't wake up, Africa must wake up. This generation must do better. We must wake up. We must realize that, man, African countries that we have right here, they're our friends, they're our brothers, they're our neighbors. They're not our enemies. And those are people that we should embrace them. I'm telling you, even like I can say about everything, even in this pandemic or whatever, if Africa came together with one, if Africa came together and stand together with one another, so many lives will be saved. So many things.
Can you hear me, my
friend? Yes, I can hear you, my brother.
I totally agree with you, man. I really like having conversation with you because, like, every time we talk, it motivates me to also continue the fight and know that we have people, like-minded people, all over throughout Africa. So it would be great if we could create a community, that has just to start networking with people from all the other countries, but hey, man, I have to go right now. I would have loved to have conversation with everybody else in the chat, but I have to get back to work.
No worries, my brother. I want to appreciate you, man. I love you, Yusuf. And
Thank
man, you know that anytime, man, this is your place.
Yeah.
You are our representative in Mali.
For sure.
And man, we need you. So anytime, man, you have anything, you come here and we're having conversation. Anytime, man. This is your place, man.
Next time you have the conversation, just let me know. Maybe over the weekend, right? And if this is recorded, man, please send me the link after, or if it's on the YouTube page, I can find it. I would love to keep listening to what you guys say after I leave.
Exactly. Brother. It's on the. I appreciate it,
brother.
Good, brother. Have
Take
a good
care.
one.
You too. Bye.
I appreciate it. So let me just keep laying down some facts right here, all right? Because we need to have this conversation. For a long time, you haven't seen me, talking like this. Sometimes you just need to calm down and to process some stuff. But it's frustrating, and it doesn't make sense why things cannot work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in impossibility. I don't have that vocabulary in my dictionary. I don't have that impossibility. I don't believe that. I believe in possibilities, and I don't believe why it cannot happen. I don't believe why One Africa cannot happen. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't take that. Whatever the challenges are, I'm going to face them. I don't believe a thing about that not happening. And that's why we are fighting for this cause. And that's why we have this vision. And that's why we are fighting for a one Africa, because that's possible and that's going to happen. So I don't believe in all these kind of relationships that we have with one another. I don't believe in how all these things are going on. Africa should always have the single say. And this is the reason why I'll tell you this. Africa should have a one say. And this is why. It is because all of us have been going through the same experience. What Mali has been going through with friends, Burkina Faso, whatever country you can mention, any other countries, they went through the same thing. The same thing. Because if it is France, if it's German, if it's British, all of them, they had their meeting before they came and colonized Africa, and they agreed on what to do. To dismantle Africa, to rule Africa, to conquer Africa. But you know what? Africa is still standing. Africa is still standing. But you know what? The sad fact is that they are still standing too, and they still have the same agenda with different ways. If we don't want what happened in the past to happen again, we have to stay united, and we have to be united. What is happening in Mali and what Mali has done with friends is something to be celebrated, is something to be applauded, and it's something to follow. To follow, because today it happened there in Mali, tomorrow it's going to happen in your country. And I know, man, you might be saying that I'm just a citizen. What can I do, man? I'm talking to the leaders, because I believe that leaders are watching these videos. And if they're not watching, maybe you become a leader one day and you remember what I'm saying today. Man, we need to have a single say, because we share so many things in common. We have been through hell all together for so long. Colonialism, it affected all of us in the same way. All of us. So bad. So bad. If one country stand against, that's why here we're talking about no more. When Ethiopia was standing against the US, we're supporting that. We're standing with them, because we know that what is happening there is happening in our countries too. Today, Mali is standing against friends. All Africa should stand with Mali. And these countries that are still have like this kind of like weird relationship with it, they should stand. It's time to step up their game and to be like, you know what, Mali, I stand with you. Stand with you. You do that. We should do that. It's a time like Africa should have an agenda for Africa, a vision for Africa. I gotta say that because I'm learning this from this one member of the parliament. He's always been talking about vision of the country. He said the reason why we are where we are today, his name is Gwajima. He's actually the Bishop Gwajima. He said that the reason why we are where we are today, it's because we don't have a vision for the country. And my brother here, James, he said, my people perish of lack of vision. And it's true. If you don't know where you're going, we don't have a vision for this continent in 10 years, in 20 years, in 50 years, in 100 years, in 200 years, in 500 years, in 1,000 years. We don't have a vision for this continent. Where do you think we are going? If you don't see where you're going, how are you going to even know your destination? How are you going to get there? If you don't see, how are you going to get there? It's true. It's a fact that we are perishing because we don't have vision in our countries and even in Africa. Africa, we don't have a vision for this continent. We don't have a vision. We don't have leaders who have a vision for 50 years, 100 years of this country. We don't have people with that. We don't have that. And because we don't have that, we don't know where we are going. The only thing that we care about is now and what we get now in our pocket. And if we have a deal of somebody coming off a little bit of money and take control of your minerals and your the oil and whatever, it's okay. It's okay. This is good. It's going to give us, $2 million. But do you think about 50 years later? Are you thinking about 100 years later? Do you think how much this is going to affect next generation? Are you thinking about that? We don't have that vision. We don't talk about that. And we don't talk about that because we're not united, actually. So how are we going to write a vision for Africa if you're not united? And that's why you have a platform like this, One Africa, writing a vision about Africa, and One Africa to achieve first One Africa, and then to see what else are we going to achieve. But this is something that is supposed to be done by somebody else. And yes, if we have a vision for 50, 100 years, maybe you might say that, oh, I've seen that in the website of this and that and that. Okay, it's there. How are we going to deal with that? How are we executing those visions? Then why are we putting sanction on our other African brothers and sisters? Malians are suffering. In 10 years, my brother, you say more than 13,000 people died. And that's just a case of Mali. I haven't spoken about other countries in Africa, people are dying every day. I haven't spoken about Congo. I haven't spoken about Ethiopia, about Somalia, about whatever, Tanzania, about whatever. I haven't spoken about that because I don't even know the data. But you guys, you know in your country, my people are perish because of lack of knowledge, because of lack of vision, because of lack of knowledge. They're perishing. Vision is very important. It's very important. And with all saying that, I want to show you guys the vision that we are standing for. The vision is guiding people, we say, towards a One Africa of solidarity in peace and love. That is the vision. That is the vision we are fighting for. That is the vision we're fighting for. Those guys, you see them here every single day at 9 p.m. East African time, come here with the different topics. You know what is leading us? Is this vision. When you're talking about African traditions, that is going to be tomorrow with Tanzan. The vision is leading us to that. Education is a vision. The hidden hands, vision. Because of this vision we're fighting for. Potential in Africa, vision. This is what leading us. This is what guiding us. A vision. And everything we do is because of this mission. We have mission. We have a vision. And we're fighting for it every single day. Africa is lacking vision. And why is lacking vision? Because Africa is craving, is crying for leadership. It's crying. It's crying. Where are Julius Nyerere of today? Where are Mandelas of today? Where are Patrice Lumumba of today? Where are Kenneth Kaunda of today? Where are those leaders? Where are Thomas Sankara? That guy was just a young dude. He was a young dude, man. He was a young dude, Thomas Sankara. Burkina Faso, he was a young dude. Young lad, and the giant was fallen. Where are those leaders? That they had a vision for this continent. They had a vision for the country. Well, Gaddafi, he had a vision for the continent. He didn't do everything right. Nobody's done everything right. But he had a vision for the country. Where is he? It's no longer there. So when you have leaders with vision, for some reason they always die with their vision. And that's just ridiculous. When you have leaders with vision, they always die with their vision. Do we bury them with the vision? Why the vision is not alive? Why does vision are not alive anymore? Why they no longer happen anymore? Why? Why they die with their vision? Why we bury them with their vision? Vision never dies. Message never dies. I always say this, that message is more important than a messenger. The soldier has fallen, but what about the message soldier was carrying? What about the legacy? What about the vision? Somebody else might pick up that vision and keep running. We need a vision for Africa. We need a vision in 50 years, 100 years, 2,000 years. We need that. And you know who going to write those visions? Are Africans. Sit down, Africans will write those visions. We are Africans. We want this for Africa. We write it. Sit down, we write it. We have smart people, brilliant people. If those people are the farmer, they're brilliant and they're smart. That's why they do farming and they're successful because of that. All of us will depend on one another. If we didn't have farmers, we would not be having food today. They're very important in creating and writing a vision for Africa. And you know what, One Africa? We're going to write a vision for Africa. I want to say that today. I haven't been talking to the team, but I want to say that. Because when I say we don't have Vision Africa, then we should come up with a vision. The vision we have here is for One Africa, is to achieve One Africa. But what if we achieve One Africa? What after that? We need to have a vision for Africa in 50, 100, 200 years to come. We need to have that vision for Africa. Yes, here in Swahili Nation, we have some goals. We have some goals that we wrote down, so many goals and so many visions. We wrote down so many of them. I'm not going to read it for them. We need a vision for Africa, and we're going to write it. I'm telling you, because when you're fighting for One Africa, it's a big thing. It's a big deal. And you guys will get to see the vision we have for this continent. And you know what, guys? You guys can participate in this. You can participate. We can all write a vision for Africa. What kind of Africa want to be in 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years to come? What kind of Africa want to be in? Let me read this one. It says, our biggest, Ashire Spencer, say, our biggest vision is to root out our current leader and replace them with leaders like those in Mali who can act on our vision going forward. I want to say this, man. The leaders are, I don't know what they're doing for real, but I want to say this, that I have a big respect for those leaders. First of all, for kicking out, for cutting ties with friends. I give them respect. That's a dangerous move. Nobody wants to do that because they know what's coming next. But when you have a leader who does that in the afternoon, speak about it, respect. 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 We need a visionary leaders. And not just visionary leaders, we need a vision for the country. If you're from your country, you need like 50, 100 years vision of that country, so that any leader that is coming to lead that country, you already have a vision for the country. So I'm not going to do just something from nowhere. No, we have a vision for the country. This is where we want to be in 15, 100 years. So if you're choosing to be a president, it doesn't matter which party you're coming from. You have to follow this vision. We have already the country vision. All other vision of the parties, whatever, those are your own. But we have a country vision. If we give you responsibility to lead our country, this is where we want to be. So if you want to be this in 5 years, you have to fulfill that. It's the vision for the country. 10 years, 100 years, and that's the same thing we need in Africa. Vision for this continent. I see One Africa in my generation. That's a vision. That's a vision. Let me read for you guys, because I wrote down some stuff. Let me say, because saying this, I want to show you that, man, I have these visions, all right? We have this vision. It's not just something that we just talk about. No. But I remember in my, if you guys have watched my speech in the One Africa launch, I've spoken about this, what I envision of Africa, I spoke it in my speech. Go back and watch that speech to know what really envision of Africa. But there's so many other visions that you guys might have there. You guys, I'm telling you, send us up, write it down. If it is in a PDF file, write it down, send it One Africa official@gmail.com. We'll put them together, and with what we have and what you have, we'll compile them together, and we'll come to share with you guys. You see on the website and everything, because we're working on the website. I want you guys to participate. Write down the vision for Africa. What kind of Africa you envision in 50 years, in 100 years? What kind of Africa you envision? What kind of Africa do you want to live in? And maybe you're not going to be there, but what kind of Africa do you want to live for your kids and your grandkids in 50 years later? That's why I say, man, what we are fighting for right now is not for us. It's for the next generation. It's Africa in 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years later. And that is the vision for this continent that I'm fighting for, my generation that is not yet here, but I'm fighting for them. You meet people and they say, you know what? I don't want to bring keys to this generation. I don't want to bring keys to this life. I don't want to bring keys to this world, because world is messed up, situation, system, whatever. You know what? You have a point, yes, but what do you do about it? Because you can prepare a future for your kids and you can bring them to a better world. I believe we can do that. Not I can do that. No, with unity, we can do that. We can create a space. We can create a good environment, a new system for our kids to live in. I don't want my kids to suffer like this. I don't want my kids to talk about, guys, we need to be one. No, I want my kids to talk about, all right, this is the industry, this, and how, like, they will have too much money that they don't know what to do with. You know what I'm saying? That's the country, that's the nation, that the continent I want my kids to live in. And how do we get there? We need a vision for this continent. And let me tell you that, guys, this, in my speech, I spoke a little bit about what I envision. So let me share with you guys here a little bit, okay? What I envision Africa. Where is that speech? Envision Africa. I know I love that speech. Okay, here. I brought it here. Let me tell you what me like what I was saying. This is what I was saying. Let me tell you this. Let me show you this. It's the Africa, man. We need vision for Africa. And I want to show, let me share this file with you guys here to see what I envision Africa. This is Africa in vision of. So some of these, I face some people telling me that, Mika, you're very ideal. You're very ideal. I don't even know how to say that. It's just someone that just have ideas and don't know how to execute. Man, this is vision. All right. Vision and idea is something else. I envision, look at this, I envision a world where there's a unity, peace, and love. That's Africa. Because of equal access to opportunity for everyone. In Africa, where the people do not often feel it in their pockets to see it at dinner table, this word unity, peace, and love run a risk of sounding hollow. True love, peace, and unity can only come through initiative that promotes equality of opportunity. I envision Africa, this is what I love, I envision Africa where everyone gets quality education, all right? That's vision, quality education, and accessible health service. When you go to the countryside, a lot of women are dying day and night. A lot of kids are dying day and night because they don't have access to the health service. I share with you guys my personal story of my brother. His kid one day almost died because in the middle of the night he was sick. They went to hospital. There's no doctor. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? They have to drive like 5 hours to another place to find a doctor. Do you have a guarantee that your kid is going to be safe driving all that? Envision Africa with that. Envision Africa where no one will be scared to show their ethnicity. Right here, you see this. It's written right here. This is in my speech in the launch of One Africa. I envision Africa where no one will be scared to show their ethnicity, religion, or belief. No one will be scared to show their ethnicity, religion, or belief. I will go to Somalia today and I will say proudly that I believe in Jesus and I am a Christian and I will not face trouble. That's the Africa I envision. That's the vision I have for Africa, religion or belief. And that's why we are praying here, because my prayer, it should not offend you. Why should it offend you? I envision Africa without that I should pray here. You can come here if you're not Christian, whatever, you don't believe in God, you want to pray, whatever, you can come here and pray and you'll never offend me because that is your belief and I respect that. And I envision Africa where no one will be scared to show their ethnicity. I'm not going to be scared to be like, oh, you know what? I am from Amhara region. Or I am from Tigrayan region. I'm not be scared to say that. I envision Africa of that I will say proudly that, you know, my tribe is this, and nobody will feel offended. Nobody will turn to me and want to do anything with me, or nobody will suspect me. That's the vision. You know, once you have vision, you start thinking of how do we get there? How do we get there? And that's why I came here, and this is what I say. I say, my tribe is African. My tribe is One Africa. And why I say that, I even prepare a speech for that. I have a speech for my tribe is African. My tribe is One Africa. I wanted to give in the opening and the launch of One Africa, but I didn't. I prepared the speech to talk about my tribe is One Africa. My tribe is African. Why? Because whatever tribe you have, you're an African. Envision Africa where will not be scared. Nobody will be scared to show their ethnicity. Nobody will hide. You know, I even started this hashtag campaign, Proud African. Why? Just because we want to unite our people and we want to break down all these barriers that, you know what, I'm from this tribe, I'm proud this tribe, I'm proud. No, 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 no. We are proud African. All of us, we are African. We are proud African. And that's what unites us. That is the uniqueness about us. How do we get there? Once you have a vision, then you think how to get there. If you don't have vision, you're not even going to think how to get there. I envision Africa where everyone can traverse freely without being scared of their safety. People are scared for their lives. They don't want to travel to some places in Africa. And this is our homeland because they're scared they will be dead. Diaspora are scared to travel to some places because they know that they will be taken advantage of. Some of them, they're scared even to come back home to Africa because of the negative stories that are happening in Africa whenever they come here. I envision Africa that people will travel here and there freely without being scared of anything. I envision Africa where everyone's respected for just being a human. Humanity above ethnicity. Where love and peace are the reason for being. Giving is cherished, sacrifice and service for the benefits of others are honored, especially those who are leading us. I envision Africa where integrity, honesty, and hard work are the common vision for all people, especially those who are leading us. I envision result-based leadership for my people. And then I go down that to realize this, I need more than just talents and passion. I need teams, like-minded people, expertise who will challenge, bring on ideas, and work together to bring about change to our beautiful continent of Africa. And a rich network of like-minded and dedicated professionals eager for a change as I am. We need more resources and a bigger platform. We need and to learn and keep learning. Do you hear that? And today we have this platform, One Africa. Swahili Nation, One Africa. We have people here that are always here hosting. Those are like-minded people. Those are people that their anger, they have this anger for change. They have this anger to see change in Africa. We have people who are always commenting here. They're always showing up here. They're always here, man. Some of them, they're at work. I know that for sure. Some of them are at work, but they're always here joining because they're like-minded people. They have that vision for Africa. They want to see Africa on another level. They want to see change in this beautiful continent. They want to see that. And where else they can be? They can be here in Swahili Nation, One Africa to raise their voice. Like-minded people. Like-minded people, it doesn't mean that we agree in all things. No, sometimes we disagree in a lot of things. But like-minded is that we share something in common, and that is we want love, peace, and unity for our continent. We want to see our continent united. That's what we want to see. Those are like-minded people. My brother Jonathan here say, I have faith on the youth of Africa. They are and must step up and undo the injustice and pave the way for an independent and self-respect / independent One Africa. Respect the elders, but demand same. Exactly. Exactly. Beautiful. This is what I was talking about, like-minded people. Look at this, man. Mariette, she's saying that sad enough to agree with you, Mika, not only lack of vision, but also to be brave to stand up. Exactly. To be brave to stand up. That's why we're here today talking about Mali, because of what they stood for. That's why we're here. We're talking about Ethiopia because of what they stood for. That's bravery right there. That's why we always always go back to talk about the late President Magufuli, because of what he stood for. Because of the brave and the courage to stand without being fearless. Being fearless. It's not a time to be scared. Why are you scared? Scared of your enemy? Man, one thing you cannot do when you meet lion is show that you are scared. I'm telling you, if you show that you're scared, lion is gonna have a fist on your body. With your body. My uncle, I will tell you, this is the true story. My uncle, he met lion with lion face to face. My uncle, he met with lion face to face back in the days. And you know what? He stood there, he looked at that lion, he didn't do anything. And that lion walked away. That lion did everything he did. He's like, ah! The guy was just standing there. Of course, he was scared to death, but he didn't show that fear. He stood there. It was like, you don't have to move. You don't have to do anything. Just stay right there. Even lion itself, ask yourself, like, man, this dude, why is he so confident? Oh, he might be lying, but looking like a human being. That lion ran away. Ran away. Until today, my uncle, guys, man, with the lion. And you're scared of your enemy. You show your fear. Everybody's scared. I'm telling you, everyone has fear. All of us, we have fear. As long as you're a human being, you have fear. But there's a moment where you have to stand for your people, regardless of the consequences. There's a moment where you have to give up. There's a moment you have to sacrifice. Just for your people, because you're fighting for the better cause. I'm telling you, what happened in Mali, it's a legacy for the life to come. The generations to come will always speak about this story, that our leaders, our ancestors, they stood against friends. And today we are here where we are. I'm telling you, we would rather suffer with the poverty with ourselves than suffering with poverty with whatever colonial power we have in. Do I say that these people, they should not come to invest in our countries? I've never said that. So if you're a white person right there watching this and being offended, probably because you don't understand my message. Our sister here, Mariette, she is white. She is white. Then she's always here. She's part of the family. Oh my goodness. Sister, I love you. You have no idea. But why? Because she listens, she understands that no, there's nothing wrong with this. And that's what we're saying. Watching the Hawks is saying, we had enough of speech from, I believe you want to say, bro, Pan-African leaders, but nothing changed. We can only leave speeches behind for the next generation. Let me say one thing, because I think a lot of time we get this criticism whereby the only thing that people, so this is what I always do. When I read a comment from somebody, I always try to think why this person is saying this, right? I don't just get offended. I don't just read the comment, but I always trying to reason and to go to that person's brain, right? And to think like why this person asking this. Like I always try to find the reason, and I give myself a few options, and then I come up with whatever that come in my mind. So a lot of time we had this, that people are coming and say that, no, you guys are just talking. There's no change, talking. So always my question is that, what kind of change do you want to see? Because I'll tell you this right now. If you go on YouTube right now, you'll find so many channels talking about the message I'm saying right now. And you know why? Because there were people that they were talking about this all the time. Professor Lumumba, our ancestors, a lot of Pan-Africanist people, they always talk about this. Right now, you have so many different movements across the globe, across the world, talking about this over and over again. Every single day, people are motivated with this message. Not only motivated, every single day, people are inspired to do something to make change. And we have people on the ground who are actually doing that and making change in our communities. You can't tell me it's only talk. It's not talk. And even if it's only talk, it's still enough. Still enough, because somebody will be inspired to do something. Some people, their mission is just to talk. That's their mission, to inspire people to talk. And other people go ahead and do business, do the work. Some people, their work is to talk. And some people, their work is to put on action. Some people like that. Everybody has a different calling. For me, I know my calling. YouTube is not my thing. YouTube is not my calling, guys. YouTube is not my calling. I'm not even a YouTuber. It's not my calling. If you call me a YouTuber, you undervalue me. It's not my calling. YouTube is not my thing, guys. It's not. Because I'm telling you, if I was a YouTuber, no, man. Maybe I'll be doing some crazy videos here to get some viewers and subscribers. That's what I'll be doing. It's not my calling. But we have some people there that they're like, you know, I think in order for this YouTube to grow, I think they should do A, B, C. That's your calling, and we need you in the team. We need you to come and to spice things up. This is not my calling. My calling is something else. My message, this is just the platform I'm using, but it's not my calling to be a YouTuber. It's not. It is not. Something else. Some other stuff. I'm just trying to reach out to people by sharing these messages. But there are people who will be their calling for YouTubers, and they will try to change things. Come to the team, do that. Some people here have been called to make some changes, to support financially. Come and do that. We always say, man, use Patreon, support the move, do that. Some people, their calling will be to pray, do that, pray. Some people will be to provide some tools, do that. Some people will be that. We have different callings. And that's One Africa. So I believe with everything I got, speech is very important. Because you guys will never know about 12 nations in One Africa if I was not giving speeches. And you know what? That's what brought me to Ethiopia. I went there for a mission. And I didn't just go there to talk. I went to do mission, to work. And we'll go some other places as well. Always one thing, open another door, and there's so many doors are going to be. Soon you guys will know. I'm just, you know, I've grown up enough right now that I don't talk much. All right. I used to come here to talk every single day. Now you guys, you barely see me here talking. But because there's a lot of things are being done. It's not a time to just talk and talk. No. I used to come here to talk every single day, Monday to Monday. You guys, you know, I used to talk. I used to do reaction. I used to do vlogs. I used to do this. You remember, guys, that's a lot of criticism coming. They're talking too much. But now, I'm not talking. Some other people are talking. We are talking together. But then we do the work. Soon, guys, you'll be seeing some stuff, very exciting things. That's why today I had to release this video. I had to release this video to share with you guys a little bit. Let me continue to read to read the comments as I'm finding this video. You guys, if you haven't seen this video, go. Let me just show you guys right now a little bit, and then I'll continue. Okay, let me show you this. If you haven't seen it, you can go and watch it. And subscribe, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't done that. Share this page with people out there. You know, use the link to support there all the way on the comment section. You can join in Patreon. Patreon is one of the best way you can actually support, you know, the move and what we are doing here. You can also use Nada. You know, Nada is one of the platform. I had an amazing conversation with the founder and the CEO of Nada. He's an African guy, and he created this platform whereby you can send money. Right now, you can send to East African countries plus Ghana. Next month, it'll be in Uganda. In Nigeria. And I asked them in Ethiopia as well. It's going to be coming up within 5 years. They'll go through all the countries in Africa. You guys, you can actually send from UK and US right now to any countries does. Right now is Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and Ghana, if I'm not mistaken. But soon, you know, you'll have so many countries. So you can use that as well. Nala. If you just write NLLA, you can download that app and you can send anywhere, and people that can receive instantly. If you have your relatives here, you can do that. And let's support, because it's something that initiated by an African. And the best thing we can do is support our African brothers and sisters and what they come up with. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do here in Swahili Nation, supporting our brothers, bringing Africa together, bringing Africans together, bridging the gap, bringing everybody together, and tell them, you know what, we are proud African. We are the change that Africa needs, and we want one Africa. And we cannot build one Africa without you and without that person. Let me share this video again for you guys to see for a while, and then I'll continue.
Writing's not that easy.
You say this stuff. Even this we need to pay for premium so that you guys don't see this. I hate when I see those things all the time. Okay, listen up for this a little bit, and then I'll be back. I hate when internet does this. Why do you do this to me right now? Let me remove this first. And okay. My fellow Africans, this is my open letter to Swahili Nation One Africa family. It seems like our YouTube channel has been censored for a while now, just like my Twitter. I don't even remember how many months or year. Looking the analytics of our progress, it's unbelievable. But we will not give up. The team has been working so hard daily to bring out contents every single day at 9 p.m. East African time. And I couldn't be more proud and more grateful for these amazing people who are working on the screen and behind the scene. But also I appreciate those who are joining us daily and participating on our debates, on our discussions. I truly believe that we can build one Africa with you guys. You don't need 1 million people to build one Africa. You need few people who are determined, are ready, committed, and loyal to take on the action and to bring about change to the community. And those are people we are having here on Swahili Nation One Africa. While taking advantage of the YouTube platform right now, we're still working on our plan B. Well, we are creating our website, and I hope very soon we'll be able to share with you guys. And that's where we'll be able to take control of our own narratives. At the same time, next year, we're looking forward to creating the Swahili Nation One Africa application. And by then, man, nobody will stop us because there will be no censorship, but we'll do everything we want to do by our own platforms. And that's when we're going to bring about change, even in a huge perspective and a huge capacity than what we do right now. So if you are a developer, if you are a creator, and you want to be involved in the process of creating Swahili Nation One Africa application, please hit me up at oneafricaofficial@gmail.com, and we're going to work out something. In this digital world, we'll do everything in our ability to make sure that we reach out to people digitally, but also we are not forgetting those people physically, because we know that the huge population of our people in Africa, they don't have access to the internet. And so we have other plans that we are going to reach out physically as well. My friend once told me that don't tell the enemy your plan. So I'm not going to reveal what kind of plans we're working on right now. But one thing I will assure you, and I'll tell you, that you have to be ready. Be ready and be prepared. Because these plans we're working on physically, we're going to need your support. We're going to need you to be there. We're going to need you to bring about change into our communities. We're going to need you to be there on the field ground and to do something for our people. Remember, we're not doing this for us. We're doing this for the next generation. We want one Africa in our generation for the benefit of the next generation. We're building a future for our kids, a change for our people in the days to come and years to come. So I want you to be involved. You know what? Because nobody else is going to bring change but you and me. So don't give up. Don't lose hope. No matter how many censorship we receive, no matter how many trials and temptations and blocks we are facing, but I'm telling you, the better days is just around the corner. And one day you'll be so proud to be part of this movement and to be part of this family. And nobody's going to stop us because we have God's blessings. We have everything it takes to bring about change to our communities. And we are going to do it no matter what. So come and be part of it. I love you guys. Be the change Africa needs. Proud African. I love you. See you later. Dang, man, that was cool. That was cool. Come on. Let me clap for myself. All right. That was cool. Yeah. It's been a while, you know, give a message like that. And the reason why I had to do that, because sometimes for people to be involved, they want to know where you are at and where you're going. And I love this one say in Swahili, it says that usione kobe kainama ujue anatunga sheria. Usione kobe kainama ujue anatunga sheria. It means usione kobe kainama. Ah man, it's really hard to translate this into English, but usione kobe kainama is like when you see the tortoise. When you see the tortoise, it's kind of like looking down, right? Usually, if you touch tortoise, like if his head was out like this, if you touch them, they come inside, right? So I say if you see the tortoise like come inside, you just know that they're making laws, they're writing laws, which basically means that if you see someone silent, if you see someone not doing anything or not saying anything, don't just assume that they're not doing anything. No, but because they're writing something down. And I just had to give you a little bit of exciting news, what is coming, and the challenge that we are facing right now. I was talking to Pi today that there has been, I'm 100% confident that there has been censorship, huge censorship going with our channel. I don't know if there are people reported or whatever, but there's a huge censorship that has been going on, because if I tell you the change, how it happened, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it doesn't make sense because there's no change of contents. There's no change of anything. It's the same thing that we've been doing all the time. But if I tell you the analytics is crazy, like we went all the way from 1 million plus, even like plus in a month, to like 200 plus. You know, that's a huge gap just within a second, right? And so when you look at that, it's it happened, you know, it happens even right now up to this point. It happens with my Twitter account as well. And, you know, I believe it happens there. And the reason is because the fight that we are fighting for, it's very different. Guys, the fight that we're fighting for is very different. How we fight is very different. We are brutally honest, and how we approach and how we do things is very different. So, you know, in a way, I don't know, it makes sense. But that's why I had to make this video, because I had to assure you guys that the fight that we are fighting, we understand the weight, the heaviness of the fight we are fighting, and we are ready to give up everything. We are ready for that fight. Like when I knew that this is the fight I need to go in, I was 100% in. Right, I put myself 100% in that I'm ready to fight for this. I left everything. I was in a company back in the days. I left it and I started to be like full-time when I didn't even have a single dollar. When I couldn't even monetize this channel, I didn't even get a single dollar. I started to fight for it. Right now, things haven't changed that much. Haven't changed, but I'm still fighting for it with my 100%. I am there fighting for it, right? And not only me, we have people who are fighting for it 100%. Right now, we do have. You see them all the time here hosting shows, and some of them that are behind the scene, you don't see them, but we're fighting for it 100% because we knew the risk of the fight we are entering. And now, all this censorship, they're just pushing us forward that, okay, we should have our website as soon as possible. We should have our application as soon as possible, because instead of doing this platform right here, we'll be on our website doing live stream. And through that website, we'll create everything we want to create. Through this app, we'll create everything that we want to create, and we're going to build that. What we see, what I am planning is that by next year, we should have our application working out. At the end of this year, we should have our website already operating, so that even if they close this, we'll still do in our website. And I was very specific with how this website is going to work, very specific, very detail oriented. I said every single thing that I think it should be there in the website, even including this live stream. So we even moved there to do there, even before having, you know, our website, before having our application, our app. So these are things that are coming up and very exciting that, you know, you always have a vision, and now we're finding a way how we're going to reach towards having, you know, a website, how we're going to reach towards having application. Website is pretty much, they're working on it right now. It's going to become soon, but application next year, hopefully, you know. But right now, what do? We're taking advantage of what we have right now. We have YouTube. They censor, okay, let them censor, but we're gonna still moving forward. If we have one person watching, we'll move with that one person. If we have two people, we'll move with those two people. We never stop. We never delay. In fact, the time that we are struggling a lot with that, that's when we're pushing so hard. Because back in the days, we were not going live every single day. But now we came with a system by every single day we're here live and pushing for One Africa every single day. And I said in this speech that you guys, you should be involved. I told you our digital plans to have a website, 2 of them, just website and app. But guys, I haven't told you about the physical plans. I haven't told you about what we're working on right now. These are things that all of you guys are going to be involved. Like when I mean involved, I mean like literally, if it is Tanzania, like you to be here, to do something. If it is that country, is you to be there. If it is Ethiopia, like me, you, and somebody to be there. If it is Somalia, if it is Mali, today we're talking about Mali, to be there in Mali. These are things that we're working on right now. Like working on, not thinking, no, working on. Like it's happening, working on. There will come a time where we'll tell you guys when it starts happening, but we're working on. So we're going to need people. Are you guys ready? Let me ask you guys, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? And let me say this. Are you guys ready to leave where you are, to come in any country in Africa to do something? Are you ready to do that? I'm not telling you to move the country, but I'm saying, are you ready to leave where you are? If you have to go to this country for 1 week to do something, are you ready to do that? Because that's how we're going to involve our people. And I know my people. I know our people. I'm not confused with our people. I know my people. They're always here. They're always here. They're always here. I know them. I see them. I read their comments. I reply to them. I like them. I know my people. I know my people. And they know what we stand for. So are you guys ready? Because you're going to leave wherever you are. You're going to come. If you're going to take a vacation, you take a vacation. You come to Africa. You come to that country, and you're going to do something together. But let me say this. Currently, you know that the huge issue, the huge challenge with all this work is financial. That's the huge challenge all the time. So of course, we'd love you to be there, but you know what we'll say? Because even me, I'm going to go there by myself. I'm going to support myself, unless otherwise somebody's there say like, oh, I want to support you, and this is what I'm going to support. That's okay. But it's me. I'm going to do. It's what I live for. It's what I live for. So right now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say that I'm going to tell you to come here and, okay, here's the flight ticket. I don't have that flight ticket to give you. I don't even have my own flight ticket to go there. I need to reach to some people and ask. Maybe to reach to Ethiopian Airlines or Kenyan Airlines or South African Airlines to ask for support. Maybe that we can do that. We can try to ask and to see what will come. But this right now, guys, those who are saying, oh, talking too much, no action. You cannot just rush in doing things. You need to plan. You need to have a system that is already working for you to accomplish your goal that you have. And we're working on that right now, and we are going to start doing it. These things, they require strategy and they require plans, and we are planning them and we are working on them. Anyways, but guys, if you're ready, this is the time that you guys are going to be involved. We're ready. I love that. Jonathan is saying he's ready. Sam is ready. Sam, I'll finally see you face to face. There's something. Oh, Biggie, my brother right here. Big voice. You guys are tempting me. You are tempting me. Biggie, do you remember the time when I came here with surprise and I was like, aha, surprise, and people, they really wanted to know what it was a surprise. And I was in Gonda at that time, and I revealed that I was in Gonda, and I shared a little bit of a story. You guys are really, like, as I'm reading this and I see I'm ready. You're really tempting me to say what is it, but I'm not gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. But one day I'm coming to say here, I will tell you this, guys. All right, guys, is this month, the month of July, for instance, I said the month of July. We need 10 people, 10 volunteers who are ready to come to this country. 10 volunteers who are ready. You don't even know what is it. But those people, if we'll just post somewhere. Guys, we need 10 people who are ready to volunteer for this. We're going to get their contact. We're going to talk to them and share with them what it's all about. Hey, I'm excited. Guys, I'm excited. because you're going to transform Africa with everything we got. Going to transform Africa. I'll scroll down to find you, even though SNN is the most YouTube videos I watch. It's crazy they did the same to normal. Yes. Yeah, that's what I was saying about censorship. Censorship is very simple, you know. They'll just take your channel into the logarithm so people, they don't see it anymore. Your videos are not suggested to anybody, whatever it is. Unless otherwise you need to subscribe, turn on notification button. Subscribe, turn on notification button, then you'll get all the videos. So most probably, maybe a lot of people who subscribe, they didn't turn on notification button. So even when we upload new videos, they don't see it, right? Because it's removed out of the algorithm, so you cannot really access to it, you know, cannot have access. But anyways, those people who are coming here are those people who always just find Swahili Nation. They know that at 9 p.m. I need to be there for Swahili Nation. I need to be there for our people. So I really appreciate. We already have Yenatan. We already have Biggie. We already have Sam. You guys are saying already. We already have Mariette, Antoinette. You're ready. I'm gonna remember your names because, by the way, these are people that are always here. Yenatan, Biggie, Mariette, Antoinette, Sam. These are people that are always here. So definitely, you guys are in my mind. Whatever that happens, you guys will be the first to know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Nuri. Okay, Nuri, guys, I'm gonna have conversation very soon with my brother Nuri. I miss my brother here, man. This is our Sudanese brother, and you know, he was a victim in the Ukraine, and I was just having a conversation with him the other day, messaging and just getting to know where he's at. And we are going to have a conversation again just to get updates on our brothers and sisters from the Ukraine and what's happening right now, what is going on. We're gonna have that conversation. Nuri says, I'm definitely visiting Tanzania, man, and meet you there. Keep working on a plan. One can stop the Nuri, I'm adding you. That means you say you're ready. I'm adding you to that because we are going to do something. We're going to do something. And very soon I'm going to tell you guys. And Nuri, you're coming to Tanzania. And this is what we're talking about. Jonathan, are we going to hike Kilimanjaro because I need to hit the gym? Man, I would say this plan is there. We were planning to climb Kilimanjaro on June. On June. I know some people, they suggested, say on July is the best time to climb. So guys, that was the plan. One Africa to climb Kilimanjaro. That was the plan, and that is still the plan. So June, that was the plan to go on June. But I am okay even if we move to July. I'm okay with that, right? So for those who wants to do that, and I'll prepare even a post and do it. If you want to climb Kilimanjaro mountain together, One Africa, to go on the top of that mountain, hit me up, oneafricaofficial@gmail.com. And some of you, you have my WhatsApp number. Hit me up. Tell me, man, we're going to do it. Sounds Bantu, say, love this channel. I appreciate Sounds Bantu. I'm telling you, if you guys, let me tell you this, for those who are watching it, for those who subscribe, if you guys are having good time, the good time is not even ready. Man, you guys have no idea what is happening right now. It's not even a good time yet. It's not even a good time. These are just a conversation. But can you imagine us being in the room to talk to people? Can you imagine us leading some conferences in Africa? Can you imagine us transforming, going to here and there? Can you imagine that, being in the single room together, talking about things like this? Can you imagine the energy in the room? Can you imagine that? I went to Ethiopia and I felt that. I had Tadeke, I had Ebenezer, I had what else? Betty. I saw the room, man. I saw the energy in the room. But can you imagine us doing that, touring the continent of Africa here and there? And we need support, and we need support, and we need people to stand with us, because I'm telling you, it's not an easy task. I am ready to go every single country in Africa. I'm ready, like right now, to start going everywhere. I'm ready to go just to do that. Just to do that, to go all the universities in Africa, starting from those big ones, to go everywhere to talk to students. I'm ready to do that. I'm ready, like right now, to do it. I don't have a wife. I'm not married. That's one of the reasons why I'm still single. Why I'm not married? That's one of the reasons. Because I want to accomplish to some extent what I want to do right now. And if I get married right now, I'm not gonna be able to do that, man. Because I would love my wife with everything I got. You guys have seen my relationship with my mother. It's because I still don't have a girl. My relationship with mother is like that because I still don't have. Can you imagine when I get my wife? That means, man, like, oh man, it's gonna be a little bit hard to accomplish the mission. What I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm still in this position, because we need to achieve something. In 2 years, 3 years, we need to do something. We need to tour countries. Like, I'm thinking in these years, man, we need to go to more than 5 different countries. I'm ready, man, to go, like, even after every 2 months, I'm ready to go there because that's what I'm called to do. And imagine, man, how many people we have in One Africa Swahili Nation. If we're going to countries, man, people, they can just, these people, we can go to this country, these people can go to that country, we can go to that country. And that's what we are doing. That's amazing. That's why we have this platform right now. That's why we have people who are hosting here. We can even divide ourselves. These people are going to this country. These people are going to that country. These people are going to this mission. This, or we can decide to go to one country together, then to go to another country. We can decide to do that. We can have 1 month of tour. Just go to countries. This month, this week, we go to this country. Another week, we go to that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I see, do you know what I see? I even see the private jet of One Africa. And that is just One Africa people, Swahili Nation, they'll just be moving to this country and that country, to this country, this country, think big. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I see, man. And I'm telling you, there's nothing impossible. Those climbers who wants to climb the mountain Kilimanjaro, Swahili Nation One Africa team, we are going to do it. Yes. Look at that, Jonathan. Now you understand. Yes. I'm telling you guys, we are going to have those private jets, and it's going to be really huge, more than the one that Donald Trump has. Because if you want to go there with 30 people, oh, we need a huge one. And I'm telling you, man, these things are possible, man. Come on. We are 17 people here watching. Do you think we cannot do that? We can do that. We can do that. We can't do that. Imagine if everybody just give $1. How much we'll have? We'll have everything. We'll have the buses. We'll have everything so that when we land in that country, let's say we go to South Africa, we have the buses of One Africa there. We just tour them everywhere in the country. Of course, when we're leaving here to there, we got to reserve some energy. So we're going to go there with the private jet. We're in South Africa. We have our buses, we have everything, move everywhere into the village, everywhere. And when we go there, we're not bringing our town thing and all of it. No, when I go there, I'm a village boy. We go everywhere. We'll have everywhere offices in the country. Even in diaspora, we'll have offices there. We'll have our people there fighting for our rights and fighting for our people in those countries, our people who are being killed every single day, people who are suffering from the brutality of police, our people who are suffering from the racism. We'll go to fight for them. We'll have offices everywhere. Fight for our people. That's One Africa. It's not one man standing army. No, it's collective. It's Africa. It's standing for Africa. Do you understand that, man? I'm just sharing a lot of visions today right here. I want to be every Africa Airlines just a sticker. Exactly. We want to be on every African Airlines just a sticker. Will do that. Exactly. Exactly. We'll put everywhere. And you know what, Biggie? We can have our own airlines, One Africa Airlines. You know, if they're not creating right now a Pan-Africanism airline, we're going to come with our own. We just need investors, African investors who want to invest on the deal. You know what I'm saying? And we have it. Man, we have, and yesterday we were having a meeting and there's a crazy idea came. Somebody brought a crazy idea, ridiculous idea, amazing idea that we need to promote more about Swahili Nation, about One Africa, what we stand for. And why don't we do this? Man, that idea, I'm not revealing here just for now, but man, that idea was a crazy idea because I don't want anybody to steal it. So it was a crazy idea and we're going to do it. Probably we can do it to every country. You understand, Biggie, what I'm talking about? Like, we can do that to every country. People that will be just saying One Africa, One Africa, One Africa, and One Africa in our generation, One Africa in our generation, One Africa in our generation. Nobody's going to say no to that. Appreciate, never trust, Son of Man, King James. Wow, guys, this is amazing. Okay, guys, we're going to Kilimanjaro together. I'll tell you why this trip is important. It's important because you're going to the highest peak of Africa and we're going to declare One Africa on top of that, at the highest point of Africa. Maybe your health, it doesn't allow you to climb that that far, then it's fine. It's fine. We can leave you somewhere. There's always a camp in every place. If you want to settle somewhere, you can settle somewhere. Keep praying for us and waiting for us to come back. You know what I'm saying? I've been exercising. I've been working out. I think I should start running a little bit just to be fit. I've already started. I've been going there for a month now. You can see a little bit of change. You see that? See those shoulders right there? A little bit of change, because we want to get fit, and you know. And I'll tell you this, guys, I'm not going alone there. I'm not going alone. So if there's nobody will come here, I'll wait for you until I have some people to go with. Because I'm not building One Africa alone. And this is One Africa trip. So Hill Nation, One Africa trip. So we're going together. Nuri, man, I cannot wait, man. Nuri, we need to have that conversation very soon. So here's the thing, Nuri. I can have conversation with you. My session is on Monday. Other days are taken, but we can have that session other days from 6 p.m. East African time, except Thursday, because on Thursday we have a Swahili session as well. Mr. Paul, he's always here hosting us. So if you're interested in that, please come. It's just a discussion that they're talking just in Swahili language. It's amazing. It's incredible, because we need to continue to promote our own stuff. So, and that is very important. So yeah, it's beautiful. Let's save South African Airlines. Oh yeah, we can start asking them. You know, in our trip to South Africa, I'll definitely reach out to South African Airlines first. I'll reach out to them, write a proposal, and ask them, you know, to support. Depends, man. If they support, that would be amazing. You know, and that's why, man, we need to grow this platform, man. We need to grow this platform, because I'm telling you, man, if we grow this platform, that's enough. Let's say we have like 1 million subscribers here. We have a lot of viewers here. You know what's gonna happen? When you write a proposal to somebody like that, man, they think twice. They're like, oh, that's true, man. If we give this, man, we because they look at how they're going to benefit from that proposal. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna do. Well, guys, I really appreciate. You know, I'm really tempted to share the link for you guys to come in, but you know, this was a conversation with Mali and with Yusuf, and you know, I'm a young man, all right. I'm a young man, and I'm younger, way younger than Biggie, and I don't know how he did it. Biggie just 2 days ago, he did a session for almost 10 hours, and I don't understand where he got that energy, man, but I know it's just the love for, you know, One Africa and wanting to see change. And they stay here for 10 hours, guys, almost 10. It was 9 hours and 46 minutes. That's almost 10 hours. Stay here to talk about One Africa. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I don't want to go to 9 hours. No, 10 hours? No. If anyone out there feel like, you know what, we need to continue to have this conversation, I want to continue, I will stop this, I'll create another one for you. I cannot go for 10 hours. No, I cannot do that. I gotta save my energy to climb Mountain Kilimanjaro. You know what I'm saying? I gotta save my energy. But anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this conversation. I want to appreciate Yusuf. We'll have Yusuf back here. Nuri, we'll have a conversation with our brother from South Sudan. Amazing. We have our brothers from Somalia. We had a conversation with them. So it has always been amazing to connect with Africans. And again, you guys, if you have somebody that you want me to have conversation with, you know, please connect me with, if they are CEOs or founders or even artists. You know, one of the idea is that I even started to have conversation with artists in Africa. So I want to have conversation with artists as well, musicians. You know, there are people who are reaching out to a lot of audience in such a short period of time. So if I reach out to them and have conversation, I think it's a better way to spread the message of One Africa as well. So yeah, if there's anyone you have a connection with, any artist from any country, you can always connect me with, and we can have an amazing conversation discussion about that. The conversation with the CEOs and founders is very important because they motivate us, and it's just to show you that there are young lads who are doing incredible things for the continent and for the country. So don't look down on Africa, don't look down on Africans, because we have people who are working day and night to bring about change. Never look down on Africa. Never look down on Africa. Never. Never look down on Africans. And that's why I said, don't give up on Africa. I saw this one thing. Let me finish by saying this. I saw this one thing and I share on my Twitter today. Let me share with you guys. I saw this one thing and I share on my Twitter today. My Twitter, they're censoring my Twitter. So this one, I had to share this. Look at this. I had to share this because I just love it. This is what she say, this lady, Hannah Abdissa. She say, love for your country doesn't mean love for the president. Ask yourself how you can contribute to your country. I saw that. That is just right there. I saw that and it just shocked me. For me, I love Africa, man. I saw this. I was just thinking about Africa. The love for Africa does not mean love for the leaders. Ask yourself how you can contribute to your continent. That's how I read it when I saw it. And I saw something very significant because a lot of people, they end up giving up fighting for Africa because of the disappointments of the leadership and all those stuff. Leadership and people who are always letting us down. I don't say all leaders are letting us down, but that has been an issue everywhere, to be frankly honest, you know? So I thought that this is something really powerful that she wrote. Love for your country does not mean love for the president. Ask yourself how you can contribute to your country. Ask yourself what you can contribute for Africa. And this is something that even the president of the US has said before. Ask what you could do for Africa. Ask what you could do for the US. Biggie is reminding here, but not what Africa can do to you, for you. So loving Africa, it doesn't mean that. And we have to love people. That's something that we cannot run away from. But I don't have to love your actions. If you're corrupted, I don't love the system because it corrupts people. That's why I want to change the system. That's why we are changing. We're working so hard to change it. That's why it's hard, because changing the system is not an easy thing. Always right way, it always takes forever. So love for your country, it doesn't mean that you have to love the policies and the actions of our leaders. They screw up sometimes. No, point out about it. You don't have to love it, but you don't have to stop loving your country or loving the Africa because of someone who is letting us down. No. 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 Love for your country does not mean love for your leaders, for what they stood for. Some of them are failing us, but it doesn't mean that you should stop loving Africa. Ask yourself how you can contribute to your country. I ask myself every single day, how can I contribute to this nation? How can I contribute to my continent? And that's why I'm doing this, guys. This is my contribution. Let me say this, guys. When we come together, there's nothing that we cannot do. I need your support. We need your support. We need your eyes. We need your ears. We need your prayers. We need your financial support. We need everything. Everything, we need it. And I appreciate, the conversation I had before. Jonathan, he connected me with this amazing brother. I had a conversation with him, the founder of Mocha. And one conversation open up another conversation, open up another conversation. So if there's anyone, this is what kind of support, this is the support we need to stand together, to support one another. We need it. I need it. I cannot stand here and pretend that I got everything figured out. No, I need your support. Can't do this alone. We can't do this alone. We need you guys. We need you guys to show up, and to show up, and to show up. Don't get tired as long as we don't get tired. As long as we don't get tired. Yes, we get tired sometimes, but we keep pushing. We keep pushing. So I'm asking you guys to push with us. I'm asking you guys to stand with us. If you see the problem, it's because you have a solution. So don't just point the problem. No, give us a solution. Just keep pushing. Let's keep pushing together. Let's not giving up right now. Let's keep pushing. I told you guys, write. If you want to write the vision for Africa in 15100, please write and send. I show you guys the vision I have for Africa, the vision we do have for Africa. If you have that, write down the PDF file, share with us in the email. We'll put them together and compile them together. You'll see them on the website. You see them because we are building this Africa together. Let's build it together. Let's stand together. Let's support one another. I appreciate you guys. All right, I'll leave you with that video today that I release. And at the same time, you guys can go and watch it. If you haven't, share this video. It's very important. And that's what I need. You know, the support, sometimes you just need somebody to share something you share, you know. So you guys go ahead and share this video. It will mean a lot. You reach out to people. People will see it. People will share it. And do something. So, guys, I appreciate it. Let me just pray a little quick, and I'll leave you with this video, and that will be the end of this session. God, I thank you for today. Thank you for this conversation that I had with my brother Yusuf from Mali, and I had with my brothers here and sisters who joined this conversation today. I bless you. I praise you. You know our intentions. You know our hearts. We want to fight for this land. We want to fight for Africa. Give us courage and help us, God, as we fight for Africa. Protect us. Give us knowledge, give us understanding, and help us, God, to fight a good fight. So that even when the day comes and you call us back home, God will celebrate because we have done our part. We have done our best. So help us, God, to be faithful with what we have. Help us to fight to our best, to our level best, God, to see about change, to see about transformation in our beautiful continent. I thank you for our sister, Maria Antoinette, who is still battling cancer. I pray that you may remember her. I pray that you may touch her. You may give her strength. You may strengthen her. You may remember her. You may give her a brand new body, and you may heal her in Jesus' name. I thank you because you're here and you love us. I pray for everybody who joined here today. Keep them safe wherever they are. And remember the cries of their hearts. Remember the cries of their families, cries of their dreams. Remember, God, and don't leave them alone. I give you praise in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, guys, thank you so much for those who joined. I'll leave you with this video, and that will be it. I appreciate, guys. I'll see you very soon in a minute. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe, turn on the notification button, like, share these videos. You know, as I said, logarithm is not, you know, it's not on our side. So the best thing we can do, just share our videos. The logarithm will accept. We'll just come back, you know, just share. If they're taking it away from the search button, from the sharing button, they don't promote. No, we have to promote it. All right. We have to promote it. We work against the logarithm of YouTube. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. Share. Just share, man. Just share. We cannot sit down and just complain about this stuff. Just share this channel, share everywhere you get, share on social media. Just go ahead and share on Instagram, share on Facebook, share on Twitter, share on WhatsApp, share on Telegram, share everywhere, share on LinkedIn, just share. Find the video you love and share. Just share, man. Share, man. I gotta say this like 1,000 times. Share everywhere. Share. People that may see it. Share. The logarithm is stopping us from showing this. It doesn't matter. You just go and share on your pages because we can be our own logarithm. You know, just share. Just, I'll say that until tomorrow. Share, man. You're talking about just talking. Go ahead and do action. Share, because when you share this message, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't even have to speak because we're already talking here. So if you share, you basically speak. You're part of the mission. So go ahead and do it. Let's decolonize the mind. Let's defend the image. Let's bring back all our heritages. Let's create a bridge for oneness, Africa, and peaceful Africa by sharing this page. Do that, and God bless you. All right, guys. I'll be out of here now. Enjoy. My fellow Africans, this is my open letter to Swahili Nation One Africa family. It seems like our YouTube channel has been censored for a while now, just like my Twitter. I don't even remember how many months or year. Looking the analytics of our progress, it's unbelievable. But we will not give up. The team has been working so hard daily to bring out contents every single day at 9 p.m. East African time. And I couldn't be more proud and more grateful for these amazing people who are working on the screen and behind the scene. But also I appreciate those who are joining us daily and participating on our debates, on our discussions. I truly believe that we can build one Africa with you guys. You don't need 1 million people to build one Africa. You need few people who are determined, are ready, committed, and loyal to take on the action and to bring about change to the community. And those are people we are having here on Swahili Nation One Africa. While taking advantage of the YouTube platform right now, we're still working on our plan B. Well, we are creating our website, and I hope very soon we'll be able to share with you guys. And that's where we'll be able to take control of our own narratives. At the same time, next year, we're looking forward to creating the Swahili Nation One Africa application. And by then, man, nobody will stop us because there will be no censorship, but we'll do everything we want to do by our own platforms. And that's when we're going to bring about change, even in a huge perspective, in a huge capacity than what we do right now. So if you are a developer, if you are a creator, and you want to be involved in the process of creating Swahili Nation One Africa application, please hit me up at oneafricaofficial@gmail.com, and we're going to work out something. In this digital world, we'll do everything in our ability to make sure that we reach out to people digitally, but also we are not forgetting those people physically, because we know that the huge population of our people in Africa, they don't have access to the internet. And so we have other plans that we are going to reach out physically as well. My friend once told me that don't tell the enemy your plan. So I'm not going to reveal what kind of plans we're working on right now. But one thing I will assure you, and I'll tell you, that you have to be ready. Be ready and be prepared. Because these plans we're working on physically, we're going to need your support. We're going to need you to be there. We're going to need you to bring about change into our communities. We're going to need you to be there on the field ground and to do something for our people. Remember, we're not doing this for us. We're doing this for the next generation. We want one Africa in our generation for the benefit of the next generation. We're building a future for our kids, a change for our people in the days to come and years to come. So I want you to be involved. You know what? Because nobody else is going to bring change but you and me. So don't give up. Don't lose hope. No matter how many censorship we receive, no matter how many trials and temptations and blocks we are facing, I'm telling you, the better days is just around the corner. And one day you'll be so proud to be part of this movement and to be part of this family. And nobody's going to stop us because we have God's blessings. We have everything it takes to bring about change to our communities. And we are going to do it no matter what. So come and be part of it. I love you guys. Be the change Africa needs. Proud African. I love you. See you later.